Hello everyone. I didn't see you there, even though I set the camera up. My name is Devin Gleasing, and this is my American Me project. Please pretend to pay attention, and I'll try not to bore you out of your minds for the next 20 to 25 minutes. With that being said, thank you, sit back, and enjoy the show. Welcome to a day of my life. You're probably wondering why I use this GoPro for stupid things like this, but I usually use it for all my action shots. Anyway, my story starts on September 6, 1999. I was born in the city of Redwood Falls to Don Zacharias and Gleasing and Corey Gleasing. I am the first of two creatures that my parents decided to produce. We currently live in Olivia, Minnesota, and we have lived in Wilsonville, Oregon, Woodsboro, Oregon, prior to Minnesota. I have also lived in Delhi, Minnesota for a short amount of time. Oh, hi there. Come on in. Welcome to MTV Cribs. This is my crib. We out here in the suburbs of Olivia. Right now we are in the kitchen. This is where our food is made and stored. Right here is our basement, but we don't need to go down there.
Can I come out yet?
No! Follow me. This is our dining room. This is where my mom dishes up our awesome meals right here. This is my spot. The king sits there. Right over here is the living room. This is where our entertainment center is, where we are entertained. Next we're going to go upstairs. Alright, we're in the upstairs now. Right here is the bathroom. This is where the business goes down, you know what I'm saying? Right here, this is where my brother is supposed to be, but I haven't seen him in a few days. Right here is where the beast sleeps. We dare not to wake her. And this is my room. This is where the magic happens. And yeah, thanks for touring my house.
Man, there's no freaking magic going on there.
I like a variety of things. Some of my hobbies include messing with computers, gaming, editing, camping, and playing sports. You do not know how many hours of my life I have wasted on PlayStation 4 playing Call of Duty, Battlefield, and GTA. I enjoy participating in sports as I am in football and basketball. My all-time favorite sport is basketball. I also possess this burning passion to force my classmates to watch homemade movies that I am sure they just laugh out of pity for. As much as I sound like a nerd, I love being outside and being in the not-so-wild wilderness. I spend a large amount of my time at the river kayaking and fishing. I enjoy mountain biking and hiking and doing it all with friends. We like to end those long days of hanging out with bonfires. I also enjoy water sports like wakeboarding, kneeboarding, and tubing, and I was able to go surfing in Costa Rica. I was told that in this section I was supposed to talk about me and everything about me. So this is my brother. This is my little demented brother people call Caden. He swims, runs cross country, and runs track. Anyway, I wear a size 10.5 shoe. Usually an adult medium for shirts, roughly size 32 waist for pants, and I sleep on the right side of my bed. I get a rough 6 hours sleep every night, right after I cry myself to sleep. I'm enslaved to our economy at 3 different places. I work at Dow AgroSciences in the summer. Right now I work at Rural Computer Consultants, and I also work at Island Market, where we have hot spring sales going on right now. Well, my family pool starts under the King and Queen of Scotland. No, I'm just kidding. But my great-great-grandmother, Jenny Brown, is from Scotland. She married William Harlock, whose family was originally from England. They had a few children, one including Herbert Harlock. Him and his family came over to America by ship. They tried to get on the Mayflower, but it was full. They made home in Michigan. Herbert then married Ella Plew. Ella's family was from Germany. Herbert and Ella Harlock moved to Lyons, Iowa in the family cart and had 3 kids, William, Alice, and Grace Harlock. William graduated the 8th grade and worked as a farmer. As he got older, he met and married Everil Lang. Everil is the daughter of Otto and Meadow Lang, who are from Germany as well. William and Ervil had 3 daughters. One of them happened to be the one who later down the road gave birth to my father. Her name was Ellen Harlock. Her sisters were Velma and Ruth. Ellen married Harlan Gleasing on August 6, 1966. They have been married for just over 50 years and gave birth to Corey and Val Gleasing. They have lived most of their lives in Clinton, Iowa, right off the Mississippi River. My grandpa worked at DuPont and was in the Navy. He was on the USS Forrestal, which was an aircraft carrier. His job was to take care of the pilots and maintenance the aircraft. He left the Navy with an honorable discharge in 1964. From there, he worked at DuPont until 2001 when he retired. Now he just works for Ellen. You can usually find him at the baseball diamond watching the game and chilling with the Budweiser girls. Ellen worked at the movie theater in Clinton, Iowa for her first job. She was then a receptionist at a hospital. After that, she worked as a rental agent for the Cambridge Apartments in Clinton. If someone didn't pay rent, my grandma was the one that kicked them out and took them to court. Haven't lost once in the 12 years I worked there, she once said to me. My father was born on July 29th, 1971. He graduated from high school in 1989 and from SMSU in 1994. He is now a software engineer at RCC in Bird Island. He enjoys camping and being on the lake as well as biking. He was a big fan of baseball just as his father was. His sister was born on July 6, 1967. My Aunt Val married a man who I only know now as Uncle Chops. My father married my mother on February 5th, 2000. That brings me to my other side. My mother, Dawn Zachariason, was born on February 22nd, 1974. She grew up in Morton, Minnesota. Her parents are Deb Holmes and Dennis Zachariason. Deb lives in Redwood Falls and is from the area. Deb's family is Norwegian, which means that some of her family is from Norway, which also means I am Norwegian. Deb's parents, June Holmes and Robert Holmes, are from Norway. Deb had my mom and brother with Dennis Zachariason, but things weren't able to work out. They were married on December 2009, 1972, but split up after 18 years. However, they are still good friends, and we all get along at family gatherings. My mom's brother, Jad, was born in 1973. He has 4 daughters and no boys, so I have no male cousins. Cheyenne is the oldest, Amber and April are the next oldest, and the newest little devil is named Brooklyn. My mother was a stay-at-home mom, and I think she did a decent job considering I'm still alive. Caden, on the other hand, was probably dropped on his head a few times. Deb worked as a card dealer for as long as she can remember out at Jackpot. Dennis was the son of Gerald Zachariason and Shirley Parker. I really admire my grandpa. He is an excellent woodworker and does even better work in fabrication. He is the fun grandpa that gives the mother heart attacks. He gave us a few mini dirt bikes that we still have to this day and has a few projects in his own garage. He turned an old Volkswagen into a trike and has a dune buggy, also from a Volkswagen. Corey and Dawn Gleasing met in Redwood Falls, married, have 2 wonderful little kids, and have been together ever since. I have no straight-cut plan for my future, but before I die, I want to live. I know that sounds cliche, but I don't want to waste all my time working for something bigger. I want to go to NDSU to study computer sciences, graduate, and then start researching in the field. Alright, Sam Marks, this is just for you. This is going to be a little timeout, alright? Now this right here, that's binary code, right? Alright, we've talked about this. That's binary code, Sam. This is Python. There's a huge difference, okay, Sam? Can we establish this? Can we move on? Can we get over that stupid joke? Okay. Binary. Python. Alright? Here we go. We've learned. Alright, resume. At about $17,000 a year for 4 years, I would be $68,000 in debt. I want to spend the rest of my time on this planet as either a software engineer or pen tester. To simple that down, I want to be either a nerd or a nerd. I could potentially be making between $90,000 and $150,000 a year. With that kind of money, I could potentially get out of debt in the next 10 years. I will also either work for myself for ideas of mine or sell them to bigger companies. I want to live somewhere similar to Minnesota when I'm out on my own. I like the weather here, and I don't think I could live anywhere without a lake. I want to rent a spot somewhere on James's land next to his lake, and I want to live in a lake home with my beautiful wife, if I can afford it. The wife, that is. The thing is, I also want to work with Google or Microsoft, and they are located in bigger cities, and it would be hard to find a nice lake spot to live that is also being close to one of those big corporations. If I took the software engineering route, I would want to work with robotics and research that area of computer science. I am still undecided because there is a lot of stuff I enjoy spending time on. So with roughly $12,500 a month. I would spend about $100 on internet, and another $100 on my electricity bill, $150 on my water bill, and $180 on my phone bill. My 2017 Dodge Viper ACR Voodoo 2 would cost me about $5,000 a month with a 20-year plan, and that would leave me with about $6,000 a month. I would also test my luck on the stock market, see if I can bring in some more cash with that, and knowing myself that there's a possibility that I could spend the rest of that money on food. In the end, I just want to live my life the way I want it to. Before I die, there are a lot of things I want to do. I want to go skydiving for one. I want to travel to all 7 wonders of the world. I want to reach a fully maxed out base on Clash of Clans, as well as have a top 5 clan. I would want to learn how to fly a plane at some point in my life. I would also like to see the Minnesota Timberwolves in NBA Finals. They don't even have to win. I just want to see them there. At some point in my life, I want to be in a Star Wars movie, just one, then I can die happy. I want to get a bunch of my friends together and remodel a bus into a motorhome, travel around the United States with them. At some point in my life, I want to kick a United Airlines agent off of one of their planes. And the last thing I want to do before I die is meet Kate Upton. Oh my, I would love to take her to a very nice dinner and make sure she's home by 10:30.